And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie. And if you saw Odie's face a second ago, it was him discovering that Monday is Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, ooh.
Yeah.
It is sneaking up on us. So for all you men out there, y'all, but Prime will get it here probably Saturday.
I have not done anything.
But other than that, you better take a picture of the email where your order status was approved so you can wrap that up in a box.
So here you go.
It's coming, honey.
I'm gonna try to stay to the thing. Didn't you get a car a few weeks ago? That probably doesn't matter, does it?
Oh no,
Doesn't count.
That was a Thanksgiving present.
Thanksgiving present. Y'all be ready. And truly, as we joke around about this, remember, truly, the reason for the season has nothing to do with a gift. It's about Jesus Christ. So many people get caught up, and it's easy to, that you forget that real reason there. That little baby in that manger, that's what it's all about, who, well, gave his life for us there. We do appreciate that, don't we?
Boy, doesn't that feel good? Man.
What Christmas bonuses? I read this and I cackled. A lot of people wait for their Christmas bonus because it really affects what they can get for Christmas for others.
Yeah, I guess it does. Kind of like, what was that Chevy Chase movie? He done put a swimming pool in a deposit and he didn't have any more money.
Yeah. The person here, and they're not naming the company, gave employees 3 potatoes in a sack for Christmas, and she's a little bent out of shape over it.
Well, I work for the government.
Don't get no bonus.
We don't get no bonus. We don't even get a paycheck.
It's direct deposit.
We get a bi-weekly donation. That's about it.
That is distributed to others quickly.
You find out when you work for government, you work there for one reason. The benefits, that's all.
Yeah, I understand that.
You got a good retirement package.
Yeah.
But, yeah, other than that. But here's one thing I found out. If you do what you really like,
yeah,
you'll never work a day in your life.
That is true, Odie. I agree with that 100%. There's nothing. You can make all the money in the world, but if you're miserable,
it's not fun.
I had that conversation with someone yesterday, as a matter of fact.
You do something you like, and it's not work.
That's right. So many of you getting ready for Christmas vacation. School is just about out for the school teachers. Is today it? No, it was yesterday. That was the last day.
I guess that was it.
Yeah. So vacation has truly began for those teachers. God bless y'all. Y'all get 2 weeks now.
Yeah, man.
Kids are at home.
Job. You got summer off. You got every holiday off. You get a week for turkey. You get a week for this. You get a week for that.
Those other jobs don't quite do that.
That's like COVID. We didn't just went and worked every day. We went from working 8 hours 5 days a week to working 14, 15, 7 days a week. But it goes back to you enjoy what you're doing. It don't really matter.
That's true. So y'all did increase there where others went down. Your sister even said she's out now for the Christmas holidays.
I don't know if she was really always there or not.
To begin with. Bless her heart there. I brought it up a while ago. Did you see where Colorado throwing Trump off the ballot? Their state Supreme Court.
I want to say that just went to Supreme Court from another state.
Yeah, this will head to the Supreme Court, and
you can't do that. I think what you said, the key word, they're scared, and they're trying to grasp at anything in the world.
Yeah,
I'm still one of those. Here's my big deal. All of us conservative states, I think it's time to say, look, we're through. We want our states' rights back, and if you don't want to give us our states' rights, then we'll just create our own.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Country. I'm ready to secede and get to where we can actually work for a living, raise our families, pay government for what government is supposed to have. I'm tired of.
I see what you're saying, but I think it's going to take a more effort nationwide of putting new elected officials in there to straighten it out. In the end, I think that's what it's going to take, Odie. Whether or not that ever happens, we do.
If we're smart enough.
We do feel as if we're left behind sometimes because it has to do with population. The way things work out, you get a bigger voice the more people you have. And little Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana don't quite have what LA has. We all know that.
3 million people statewide.
Yeah.
What do they got? 3 million people in the city. Now take half of them live on the streets in a tent, blocking traffic, and people going to work every day.
That does happen in those big cities there.
You know, other than that, man, I don't think like a lot of other people.
Somebody asked me about the weather. What is this, January the 29th? We're looking at cloudy.
December 29th.
December the 29th? Yeah, December.
We done passed Christmas.
On the 29th, we'll have highs in the mid-50s. Nighttime lows right at freezing. You get a chance of rain on that afternoon on New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, it'll be perfect weather, but possibly about a 50% chance of rain on the first, down to a 40% on the second. Highs will be, again, still in the 50s, 55, 56, somewhere along in there. So nothing bad for us just yet. Now, as I say that, as I brought it up a while ago, when you say 60% chance of rain is going to be freezing, it makes you go,
Ooh, don't like that. Bridges may ice before anything else does.
It's the nighttime lows that we'll be concerned about during that brief time when we go into it. Now, again, our main time to get more rough weather is going to be later in January into February. It's where we normally get our snow chances and stuff. But we pay attention when something like this is coming up. As we all know, weather can be normal here. 10 minutes from now, it has changed. So with all that being said, we're going to be watching this closely because whenever you mention rain and the freezing degree mark, it could dip down. All it would take is 1 to 2 degrees difference.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And then Odie would be up all night.
I'd have my heated jacket on.
Yes, sir, Bob. So we are going to watch that, and we'll be on top of the weather between now and then to make sure everything turns out. But starting somewhere around the 1st of January is when it could take a turn there. And whoo! I guess as I look at some of these national headlines of what an airplane applauding someone, we typically in the South don't do a whole lot of flying. I know that people in major cities fly all the time, but you know, we go to Jackson, we may make it to the Meridian Airport, and then you go from there to a bigger one. You get on a plane and you buy your ticket, and you don't always. You could be on the same row and not be sitting next to your spouse. And I disagree with this. A couple got on a plane. It's 3 seats there. There's a person in the middle, and she asked the person in the middle, could she swap where she could sit next to her husband. He refused, and the rest of the airplane was applauding her. I just see that as bad manners. Am I wrong?
No, that's me. If I'm on a bus or something and I'm sitting there and a woman comes on and doesn't have a place to sit, I'm going to stand up.
Absolutely.
And same with this. If I'm sitting in a seat and there's one on either side and they're married, it's like, here, I'll switch with one of y'all.
Yeah, I just don't...
Now, here's the thing. Now, if that guy says, when I look, I'll switch with you since that's a window seat. So how about you switch with me so you can sit beside your wife instead of me sitting with your wife and you sit beside your husband. Now, if he says, no, I ain't going to do it. And I'll be like, well, all right, now. So I'm not the only one refusing here. I might not feel as bad.
I got you.
You know, I might want the better seat if I'm going to be the one switching.
But I was, you know, if you had somebody sitting in the middle of the two of you and you ask them to swap, I would have to say it's just good manners.
It is.
Boy, let us get on that microphone on an airplane and talk to people.
Yeah, we'll tell you to strap that thing tight.
Getting word 22 in Nash Vegas, right there, downtown Nashville today. 22. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about fritters. Believe it or not, we talked about it a minute ago. We'll be back. to talk about this and so much more as we begin this day together here at the Scotty Ray Report. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. And welcome back. I was mid-coffee when that happened there. We're back, though.
Here we are.
I had a couple reports of early morning gunfire. One was around 4:15 this morning. Another would happen around 5 o'clock. Let's look at the 5 o'clock one where this gunfire would come in. I got a note. Somebody said, whoa, right outside my house, going on right now. This would be on 23rd Avenue and also 38th Street. This area right here, as we zoom in on this, we had reports of gunfire this morning. Now, no one hit, no one hurt, Odie, but we did have the report of that happening there. We hadn't had a chance to make a post about it, and we will in a little bit there. Another report, this would happen, it was a little after 4. I was in here working this morning, and we got reports of this gunfire in the area of 31st Street and 40th Avenue. Yet again, no one hurt or injured in this, but we did have some loud noises going bang, bang in the middle of the night.
I mean, come on.
It's Christmas time. Y'all back off there.
It's Christmas time.
We understand that several volunteer fire departments had to wake up early this morning and get a coat and go, do you really need me there?
Yeah.
Come on out. Join the
party. We really want to put it out.
Here we are. We had an 18-wheeler fire. The rear axles catch fire this morning, and I'm assuming that would be because of a brake.
Yeah, the brakes overheat, and, are they, and why are they so hot? I mean, are they riding their brakes, or what's the reason? But the brakes are overheating, and
had a little trailer fire, didn't we?
Yeah. I tell you, it's more common than you'd think.
Yeah, you don't know what goes. We don't always know what's happening on the interstate as we sleep. Well, that was going on this morning. There's a bunch of guys that, they didn't get that sleep. So we appreciate what they do out there. I'm going to go ahead and tie this crime together as we get into this. As we know, Newton County was looking for a suspect that had stolen a suspect in a stolen car case. He wrecks the car, runs into the bushes. He gets on the railroad track, and they call in drones, and they never quite find him. As we would find out yesterday, a little after lunch, somebody woke up that had worked night shift, and they look out the window and they go, well, my truck's gone.
Yeah, somebody's barred.
Yes, this was in the same area as the suspect was. As we go here, and let's show this now. This is a Toyota Tundra. Let's take a look at it's white, stolen here. This would be on the True Love area out in Meehan. Here's the tag number. It's a military tag 1407. Marine tag 1407. If you happen to see that sitting around, bought from the Toyota place here in Meridian, pass that along to Ward. You can pass that along to the Newton County Sheriff's Department, Clarke County. They could be anywhere in here, even Kemper County.
Yeah, if you see that truck, definitely call 911. Let someone know.
And if you happen to need the numbers to the Sheriff's Department, we got them posted here. You can see them right there. That's the Sheriff's Department offices that you can call. It's online. Take a look at that. It never hurts to have these numbers kind of handy on your refrigerator when you need them.
Yeah, you used to have the little magnets that had everybody's number on it, and pass those out.
What happened to those?
Hey, you all went to a 911 system where you have, one number calls for everybody, and it just kind of dropped away from
I was thinking more in the idea of it, well, it is an emergency, so I don't have to call 911. What's the sheriff's office number?
It's always good. And there's a few things out. I've got some at the office, but I don't know how many phone. I know we got our phone number.
I got a calendar on my refrigerator over there from Graphics Guru.
Oh,
that's pretty handy there, that magnetic thing. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, Zane, working hard.
He is on it. But be on the lookout for that pickup truck.
Yeah.
Now, as we would quickly find out yesterday afternoon, Odie, we had some situations going on in Meridian.
Uh-oh.
Let's go up Highway 39 as you're coming along. You got Woodstock Furniture over to your left.
Yep.
You've got State Farm, and you got a gas station, the Citco there.
Yep.
Right behind that, one block off of Highway 39 near EMEPA is St. Francis Apartments.
Yeah,
and
I know what you're talking about.
This would be the scene as we arrived on scene. Now, this is the first street in, as you'll see police are here. But over to the right, the further east you go, the more cops you would find. Even a block away, as you can see here, we find the fire department set up, and the police all up through this street here. It would be 4 fugitives was there as the United States Marshals were in town, along with the East Mississippi Drug Task Force, and MPD's drug force were out serving warrants.
Oh.
Now, there was 4 people wanted. One of them wanted for murder. And I don't know which one. I'd have to go back and read all of that as we dig into it. And we'll call it a barricade for a moment. They went into an apartment and wouldn't come out. Now, I don't think any demands, or I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to blow that out of proportion or anything. But they did go in, and let's just take a look as to who's been arrested from all of that. Here we go. We were there probably 45 minutes before all this came to an end, and we've got the live video up as the car goes by with the arrestees on the back seat. They were looking out the window. They didn't say hello, but I waved as they went by. DeCameron Brown was arrested. Also, Raquez Davis, and this is an extra arrest there also. Marlon White, Marlon
White Jr.
Yep. And also Joshua Hearn was one of the 4 there, and then with a special edition added to that. Could this have turned it? Because it was taken very seriously. When you have fire department set up, you've got Metro ambulance staged in case something were to go wrong, and it could have. Yellow tape was up. When the yellow tape is put up, that means kind of stand back, let the police do what they've got to do. And that was in an area right behind the apartment where they ran in. Thank heavens nothing happened. It didn't anything go wrong, and they were taken into custody in just a little bit there. Always remember at these scenes, information and things, it's just like the weather. It can change at the blink of an eye.
Extremely fast. So these guys weren't wanted for borrowing a bicycle for a little longer than what they said they were.
That's correct. It wasn't like they rented a truck, and I can't tell you how many times that a vehicle was pulled over and they just hadn't made that payment and returned it yet. Nothing horrible. They just hadn't got it back.
It's just not there yet.
Yeah, and this was not that kind of situation.
No, these people were wanted for murder. One of them was wanted for harboring murderers.
Right.
Or wanted suspects. But now, was it $1 million each on the bond for the murderers? And then $100,000 each count for the one who was harboring. So I think he got $400,000 bond, and then each of the other 3 got $1 million bond.
I've got that. If I can get to it real quick there, I've got the list here of what the Meridian Police Department told us here. Here's what the bonds were there. Set it Marlon $1 million.
DeCameron.
50,000.
Oh, okay. So now he was shooting in a dwelling and 2 counts of murder. So he's $50,000 for the shooting, and then $2,050,000 for everything on his.
Right. So, pretty serious there, and that's why everybody was staged. This was not one of those, they took a candy bar. This is a serious crime there. And again, you're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but whenever you see that many cops, ambulances, and the fire department there, stay away.
That's a lot of agencies working together.
Just take it as it's something bad going on, and I'll check Scotty Ray in a little while, and I'll find out why.
Scotty Ray got it.
We also, Odie, as soon as that was wrapping up, I headed across town. I would go near Marvin's is where I would head to, and what was going on. Now, there's been several questions about this. I posted a video. They go, well, I don't see anything stolen. Well, there's several videos from it. The video that I posted was just a better view of them borrowing a few products. A gun was raised later, and I went back and put that in the comments so everybody would understand that. But a gun was used. The store was robbed. And if you'll remember, not last night, but the night before, it was an attempted robbery at this store.
Yeah.
Could it have been the same too? Very possible. Now, as we pull this picture up, here's a still picture of what went on. I know West Lauderdale is proud this morning.
Wow.
He's wearing his West Lauderdale jacket there.
Yeah, that narrows it down a little bit.
Yes, it does. And if you'll notice, they run slap out of their Crocs.
He didn't have them in four-wheel. I don't think those are four-wheel drive capable.
They
Crocs.
didn't, because the canine unit happened to find those, Odie. As they were rounding the corner, they just run right out of them. Now, to my knowledge, they have not been located. They got a whole bunch of cigarettes because they kept going back behind the counter. If you watch the video, and we've got that posted, let me show you what to look for when you go to our page. Here it is. These two ladies step away, and as you get in here they are at the counter. He goes over here to help this man, as these three then really kind of help themselves to everything behind the counter. And it would be they walk away from this, and then they would come back with the gun, and it's on a totally separate video.
Well, okay.
So that was some excitement there on Highway 19. If you saw all the police there, we were there as well. Let the police do their job as they assess the situation and try to get fingerprints and all that goes involved with a robbery. But hadn't had a chance to put on the pants yet. Still had their jammies on. I mean, it was only 1:45 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, that's kind of early to get your pants on, isn't it?
Comfortable.
Yeah.
They were going for comfort.
Yep. Yes, sir, Bob. Again,
you can stretch out your legs and run when you don't have them confined by bullets.
Well, there you go. But this is the suspect there, wearing his Sonic hat as well. Yeah. Did he work there? I have no clue.
Well, I mean, that's an employee Sonic.
Yep.
I mean, I wear hats all the time, and then they're advertising. But I don't think I've ever worn one that has Sonic right across it.
All righty then. Might want to check those records there. More on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie. Already 7:22. We'll be right back and tell you about, what the city council done last night. Well,
yeah.
Be right back with that information.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
The staff at the Little Griddle in downtown Marion would love to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Make plans to join the Griddle in 2024 for a great hamburger or anything you might need. Again, we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Little Griddle. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back. As Meridian now has a new fire chief, as we mentioned, the city council voted last night. And, Michael Ted is going to be the next fire chief of Meridian. Michael Ted resigned, didn't run for re-election, ran for sheriff of Kemper County, and James Moore beat him in the election. Before that history, he had been in the fire department and will take over duties. How soon does this happen, Odie?
Immediately, I'm guessing. I guess this morning he will be
an assumption
called chief. You know, it doesn't surprise me about after trying to be sheriff that he come back to the fire department, because firemen are the cops' heroes. I'm just saying.
There you go. Go ahead and get the police department after you this morning.
Well, it's one of those inside jokes. We work so hard they have to sleep at, for a nap.
Was that a Mike Myers plug and I didn't know it? Did I miss something?
Yeah, he wanted that turkey. I told him, I said, well, Scotty Ray said, Whitney's already got a turkey. You.
We'll have to get him a turkey.
We'll have to get him a turkey. We get him a Cornish hen.
So, Michael Ted, congratulations on your appointment as the new Meridian fire chief. It's good to have a chief in there as we look at that. What else is happening this morning as we go along? as we go to Clarke County, now a week or so ago, we had an inmate pass away from cardiac arrest, which would be some form of a heart attack. Yesterday, we would get further news. Early yesterday morning, we started working on this story, and I got with our friends at Clarke County Hot Topics as this was released, and this is the scene there as an inmate was found deceased in the cell yesterday. The inmate was recently arrested for burglary and theft at Equipment Small Engines on December the 16th. As now they have, it was suicide. I'll word it that way. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about everything that they've got going on with this. MBI is involved in this. They are not trying to hide anything on this. MBI takes over when something like this happens.
Yeah, they stepped back and said, okay, we can't be involved because we could be biased.
Right.
Brought in out of town investigators to take over this entire scene. So
that's what we have at this point. More information will come out of this. Clarke County has, in the last, Todd, boy, it has heated up with your last month of being sheriff there.
Yeah. So, hey, yeah, he's getting ready to take it easy, retire. Anthony is getting ready to take over the reins of Clarke County Sheriff's Department, and that's going to be
the 29th?
Yeah, 3 days. No, that was the time. So 9 days?
Yeah, something like that.
That he will take over and become sheriff of Clarke County. But I know he's involved every day.
Oh, yeah, you have to be. You have to be
be
acclimated as to what the situation are.
Yep. So he stays busy.
He's still looking for that
learning
liquid paper there for his badge. They haven't been able to get him one.
Yeah. Get him a stamp. Todd, can I borrow that? Can I borrow that badge for about a week or so?
Put a little tape over it there. Go
Hello,
ahead, Anthony.
my name is.
We had a Fender Bender yesterday afternoon where the swimming pool used to be on North Hill Street. Don't you love my directions?
Well, everybody knows where the swimming pool was and where it used to be spot.
There we go. As you come across this would be yesterday afternoon. And you go, well, that doesn't look too bad there. Well, it doesn't from this angle until you go around on the other side and whoop, we got major front end damage there. Let me zoom that in just a little bit more there where you can see that better there. But
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, fender benders happen all the time. Fortunately, no major injuries went on with this accident. So keep that in mind. That was on 39th Avenue is where that was. So, boy.
And they just got through paving that road.
Sure did.
But it is smooth now. Went through a little bit of pain, but it's a little smooth.
Odie, after we got finished with the arrest over at St. Francis, it would be about 45 minutes. We go, what's that I hear? Oh, yes, that's gunfire that I hear. Police would have to go back now. No one was hurt, no one was injured.
Oh, to the same apartments?
In the same area, yes, sir. Gunfire was reported in the area.
Well, then.
But again, no arrests were made in that. They did circle the area, didn't find anything. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the people that made those left the scene.
Yeah, they didn't stick around outside.
Now, the most common question yesterday was, here it is, where's that smoke from? I was down in front of the jail, as you can see, and right back in here, look at all of that smoke. If you'll see that picture there, depending upon how big a screen you're watching us on this morning, that right there, it was covered everywhere, Odie.
And it was steadily coming southwest. And so we still don't have an exact location. The wind was blowing out of the northeast. And so anything southwest of where that fire was getting the smoke. The atmospheric pressure was down. The ceiling was rather low, so the smoke was not rising very far. It was only going horizontal and not vertical.
Man, I thought I was listening to the Weather Channel there for a moment. I'm impressed.
Stick with us. So with that smoke going horizontal, it's covered a bigger area than what it was would if the ceiling was wide and it was able to lift out into the atmosphere. So, yeah, when you burn, make sure that it's not a real windy day.
Seems to help a lot there.
It helps a lot, and you know, we're not saying don't burn on a with your bariatric pressure out of kilt, but
Right.
you know,
Yeah. On the way, we've got more. We're going back in history, and also we're going to find out what this is called. Let me hold this up.
I done ate mine. I'm getting hungry because he ain't even tried his yet.
What did you say the name of this was?
It's a fritter.
Now, I don't know about fritters, but she can make a mean pecan pie.
Who Pat's Pies out of Decatur? Let
Man.
me tell y'all something.
Is it good? Because I know you've been into the box over there.
Well, she gave these to me the other day. I just forgot to bring them till today. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Odie, you can depend upon him when it comes to food. We'll be right back. Y'all put a smile on. It is still cool as we hover right at the freezing degree mark this morning as we head for a high. A little bit later today, we should be getting into about 56, 57 for our high. We'll be right back. Your next appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, drop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers. A showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen, Amana, and delivery is available. With a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. and by appointment after hours and weekends.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. And welcome back, Scotty Ray along with Odie.
Here we are.
And this had the glaze on this.
I'm telling you.
Man, Miss Pat, you outdone yourself. And this is actually blueberry. No, Blackberry.
Yeah, there's still. I left him an apple pie, an apple fritter. I ate two of them at the house.
That is good. The glaze tastes a lot like Krispy Kreme.
It's good.
So, if y'all happen to know Miss Pat, beat her out of an apple pie or a blackberry pie. But I ain't never heard it called a fritter.
And I tell you what, that pecan pie she made us.
Oh yeah,
That dude was out of the park.
Yeah, she's going to be busy this Christmas season with her goodie basket.
We've had a bunch of people that's brought us pecan pies.
Yes.
This is the first fritter we've had.
Uh-huh.
And y'all can tell we
don't turn food down.
Connoisseur, as you could say.
We just don't make the money as that wild-haired, blonde-headed guy does.
Yeah. I mean, we could.
His $100 million TV show.
Yeah, all we want is $50 million. See?
We'll split it.
We'll split it. We could have saved y'all some money.
Yeah. Live from the deer stand.
That's right. We're going to show y'all what dinner's going to be tonight.
All right, let's go down memory lane here, and let's go back to 1920. And I've said this before, as we deal with this guy, I always thought that he was born here, but no sirree.
You would think he was because of how much respect, how much
Patriotism.
honor, and how much patriotism he had for our troops. Spent his life entertaining our troops, and that's Bob Hope.
Yep,
Man.
USO.
Yes, sir.
I respect those guys. I know Toby Keith has gone over and done a lot with the USO.
Yeah.
There's a few of them that still believe in that, and we do appreciate that. Bob Hope, Marilyn Monroe went with him a few times. John Hillerman, do you know what that means?
Yeah, he had
What?
he had a couple of dogs, didn't he?
He did. They were German Shepherds, and they really liked him. They just didn't like his best friend.
They were Dobermans.
Yes, I'm scared of them. I respect those critters. Here he goes.
Higgins.
There he was, Magnum PI. He was so proper.
Yes, he was.
Now, he appeared in other things, but that's what people remember him from, was Magnum PI's being Higgins. As we would all find out in the end of the show when it ended, he was actually Robin Masters.
He was him.
It was there. So that he was born in 32 on this date. As we go for another one, absolutely the best. I cannot think of it, in my opinion. You may disagree, but the absolute best movie when it comes to Christmas premiere.
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life.
And still watch it today.
And the interesting thing about this, when it come out, it was not a huge movie. It would be on into the 80s before it would start becoming a household TV show. It's an icon now. One of the best. Donna Reed, boy, it just doesn't get any better than that.
You know, it's something that 40 years before your show really takes off.
It is.
Wow.
George Bailey. There's a lot of George Baileys still in this world. Boy, I sure do respect them there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1950, a few years later, Harvey would come out. Did you ever watch this with Jimmy Stewart?
I don't think so.
Man, I'm telling you, that old drawl he had, I certainly liked him as an actor. He was, if I had a hero of an actor, it would be him. Someone got a piece of paper, and I saw it last night as I was looking. He held it up from a place called Graceland. Said, I just got this, and I'm going to do my patriotic duty. And he did just that, as Elvis was drafted on this day in 1957.
Yeah, we had a president that ran and hid.
Sure did.
But yet this guy put his life on hold as a singer and an actor.
And so did Jimmy Stewart, the guy we just...
Jimmy Stewart. He says, well, my country's calling.
And they went and did their duty.
And I'm going to, isn't that amazing how people say, my country needs me? Instead of everybody nowadays goes, oh, I need my country. It's not, no. Elvis. What
Let me ask you, let's test Odie here.
Uh-oh.
I love these. What day of June does it mention in this as we talk about this iconic song? It's about the first line in the song. Back off, Pigpen. It was the 6th of June is when it all went down.
That was my first guess.
1971, Convoy went #1. This song swept the nation.
Convoy. Yes, it was.
It was, and it wouldn't be long before, well, he'd be on the movie screen. As the movie was humongous. People loved that.
Yeah.
Chris Christopherson was a star of it. He was kind of the heartthrob of country music and also the theater at the time.
Now, did he write the song?
C.W. McCall. I don't know who wrote it. He also sang Roses for Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Roses for Mama. I'll just take it myself. Boy, what a great song that was. Lord knows I'm drinking, and you don't need your loud mouth. It was a sad day in 85. One of your heroes, after he'd been in that big movie and had the theme song to Take This Job and Shove It, would be arrested. He just couldn't help it there.
Take his job and shove it.
He just went right on out and shot the guy there. He spent 22 months in prison before he was pardoned by the governor there.
Wow.
But Johnny Paycheck told him, if you do that, I'm going to shoot you. And, well, he did. Johnny was a man of his word.
Yeah. I mean, he warned him.
He did.
Just let you know.
1988, I don't know if you remember this movie. It used to be on all the time when you turn on TBS.
Yeah.
Working Girl. Do y'all remember this?
Didn't watch a whole lot of it, but Sigourney Weaver.
That's her name? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I cannot pronounce her name. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the truth. I've tried there. I can handle Harrison Ford any day of the week. I can say it.
Yeah.
But how do you say it?
Sigourney?
Right. Well, I mean, I'm not making
It don't
funny.
look like it.
Right, but I'm just sitting back here. I'm trying to think. You're trying to think of baby name. Sigourney. Oh, I love that.
Shathid.
That's a name out there. There's a lot of names that you go, I have never heard a child name that other than her.
I hadn't either.
Sigourney. Am I saying it correct?
Sigourney Weaver. Yes.
How you spell that?
That's how it starts with an S.
Okay. All righty.
After you see it, you just kind of say, oh, yeah, it must be Sigourney.
We're just taking her word all these years.
Oh, man.
1999, we would lose the guy that sang "I'm Moving On," and he also sang "I've Been Everywhere, Man."
Oh, yeah.
As we go back to 1999, and we lost Hank Snow. Kind of moved here. I think he was Canadian. Sure was there.
Oh.
"Hello, Love." That was one of them there that he sang. And "I Don't Hurt Anymore." He had
That's
some
a good one.
huge hits there. A standard in the early days of country music there. Your guy, we brought him up, was it yesterday?
He's a pretty good actor.
He sure was there. As we lost,
Foster Brooks.
passed away there back in 01. That's been 22 years ago.
And I want to say, because I watched a show about him, and I want to say it was, that he didn't drink. Don't know where he picked that up at, but his forte was portraying someone, drunk and, sitting on an airplane and the waitress come up and says, "Sir, would you like a drink?" He said, "Yes, I'd like a drink." She said, "What would you like?" He said, "I'll take whatever the pilot's having."
I've seen a lot of stuff. He did a lot with Dean Martin, didn't he?
A whole lot with Dean Martin. And he never was a Rat Pack. He wasn't part of it, but he was always in amongst with them and doing a lot of stuff. He was a good fellow.
He was on One Adam 12, somebody said there. I didn't know that. I loved One Adam 12.
Played the perfect drunk. He did. He
was
really did.
Ron White, I don't think is pretending. I think he.
Oh no! I mean, he starts out sober, but by the time he gets to the end.
One of the best songs, I have never thought about it. You talk about, country music is always related to drinking songs, and, you play it backwards and your dog and your wife comes back. But one of the most, I thought, the guy's name is Ray Scott, and he wrote a song, and the line in the song is, "I'm not always thirsty when I drink." Oh, think about that.
Oh, yeah.
And it goes on. He didn't intend on waking up at 2:00 in the afternoon and telling a total stranger how she left him. Oh, it just kind of happened. And I ain't always thirsty when I drink. Heartbreak.
Sandy said, "I almost quoted Stallone in First Blood.
What was
Not
that?
what your country can do for you." You know where,
Rambo.
But do you know where Stallone got that saying from?
Yeah.
What you can do for
Ask
your
not.
country. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
It would be a guy that either the mob or either CIA or...
Yeah, some government officials got in there. Miss Millie got it correct. Ding, ding, ding. Kennedy himself.
That whoever wrote that speech, he may have written it himself. I don't know. Whoever wrote that was probably one of the most iconic lines that a president has ever said.
I can go for that. I sure
Coming
can.
in second would be 7 years ago.
Yeah,
Our forefathers brought forth upon this nation. That would be the next thing that is remembered by presidents. Recently, I don't remember anything that just sticks out with that, other than if you go into Ronald Reagan going, 4 minutes ago, we just started bombing. He had a sense of humor.
He talked to all those Republicans on a Democrat platform. You remember that? It's when he was standing on top of that pile of manure.
Yeah. But I'll never forget when he was at a debate. And, the guy brings up his age. He said, "I won't hold it against you that you don't have any experience." He was quick-witted.
He was. He really was. But
Let's go back to 2010. If you watch Barney Miller, you know this guy. He'd show up to work every day there. Steve Landsberg, he done other things, but you'll remember him probably for this role in Barney
was a
Miller.
reporter, and that's what everybody's going to know him.
Yeah. As we go back, that kind of ties up what happened on this day in history.
Well, wasn't a whole lot going on.
Yeah, it could have been some more things, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Good morning, Rusty, watching us from APEC. We do
Man,
appreciate it.
Are you back in Meridian again, or? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out there. Scotty Ray and Odie, y'all put a smile on. Southern Accents Boutique, located on Dell Drive in downtown Marion, has the largest selection of Christmas decor. If you need a Christmas gift, drop in and see the girls today. From Christmas sweaters to jeans and shirts, names that you'll recognize when it comes to jewelry, and hobo purses that you'll love. Don't forget a large selection of furniture also located there. Ask Santa. He'll tell you. It's the largest selection of Christmas decor. That's Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive. Drop in today.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clarke, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs.
Still available in Meridian at Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power, 71 Highway 19 North behind Waters International. You know, one thing that you mentioned is these folks right here. If you hadn't visited their Facebook page or maybe their internet site, you can do that by clicking right there, and it'll take you right to it. You can find everything that they've got for sale as we go here. Clarke County, look at this land here.
Oh, man. You can keep the land just like it is and grow trees. You can have hunting land. You can build you a homestead. And whatever you're looking for, whether it's an open land, whether it's a wooded land, or just a home in a neighborhood.
Odie, is that Harold right there?
No, Harold would be lost.
Oh, okay.
He's probably looking for his cows that his daddy sold. He ain't got no more friends. But Uncle Odie, Uncle Greg, and Uncle Scotty Ray is going to take care of you there, Harold White. And we're going to bring you 3 friends
Before
to take
long.
care of you. So, but I tell you, Snowden Company, whatever you're looking for,
They
you
got
just
it.
give them a sheet of paper that says, this is what I want. They'll go to work. They'll find exactly what you want and exactly where you want it and do all the paperwork for you to make sure that you continue about your day and let them worry about the hard stuff.
Big house, little house, run, talk to them. Snowden Company, you can reach them at 453-3937. See them today. They'll help you in any way you want to, or even after the year. If you're thinking about it, get in touch with them there.
Yeah, they'd love to talk to you.
What was that about? William was telling us about Dean Martin.
Member of the Rat Pack. Yes, now Dean Martin was, but Foster Brooks, he wasn't a member of the Rat Pack, but he did a lot with him. Sammy Davis, Dean Martin.
2 other guys. Yeah.
Come on, William, you ought to know.
I'm blank on the other 2 that ran around with him.
And it's right there.
Yeah. It'll come to us in a minute. Somebody knows who it was.
Golly.
Think on it there.
Anyway.
Let's head to Newton, Mississippi. What went on? Oh, Odie. Look at here.
Frank Sinatra, of course.
Yeah, Frank.
Golly.
We got one more to go.
One more to go.
Shooting in Newton. This would happen in the 100 block of Poplar Street. Now, it wasn't life-threatening, but somebody did take a bullet yesterday.
Ooh.
They were rushed to the hospital. They're going to be okay. But another shooting there. Another town that has been plagued with, well, more and more of this. Shootings galore. It's happened. The Sheriff's Department.
Golly.
I'm going to blame you, Odie.
Wow.
You're supposed to be the connoisseur of all these things.
I am supposed to be.
But yet Jerry Lewis was just one of them. How could we forget that? And Frank.
Yeah. And Frank Sinatra, how do you?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Odie was out yesterday. Look at there. Here he is. He did a live update for us out at the new radar site. What'd you see out there?
Man, I tell you what, that was something that was awesome to see coming to fruition. The radar is on top of the tank.
Back up. What word did you just use?
Fruition?
What do you want to translate that to me?
That means the ending.
Okay.
That means it all come together, and this is what we got.
I'd have probably said that.
Well, it takes longer.
Y'all think on that today. Use that any way you want to today.
Any way you want to. It doesn't matter.
You getting ready for a divorce? Say it's time for our fruition. She's just going to stare at you.
Yeah. Yeah. She might forgive you then. But, man, it was awesome to see them lift the dome and get it put up on top of that water tower. It's going to take them a little while to get everything finished up and get everything completely done. Hopefully by middle of February, we will have everything completely up and running 100%, all online.
Just in time for our second season there, beginning in about March there when weather starts going, woo.
Yep. And this was pushed through, and I tell you, Mayor Larry Gill, the Board of Aldermen in Marion, the Water Department, working with those guys, it was really a blessing to see this come through. Marion was able to provide us a place. Marion's gonna make a little, like the mayor said, rent's due on the 1st.
It is.
So that's something that's going to help them from now on out, that they've got some type of monetary value coming back in. It's not an awful lot, but every little bit helps, especially when you don't have a dime coming in and now you've got some. So Marion really stepped up, and man, I tell you, this is something we've been working on really for 4 years, but hard at it for 6 months.
It has been.
And it's gonna be great.
Laura Lee says she just got her Generac put in, and I'm telling you, is nothing quite like it. See Booker Electric today, and they can tell you more about that when it comes to a Generac.
Yeah.
Tired of sitting in the dark when the power goes out? 30 seconds, you got power.
Yeah, it's not
nice.
long.
We had another one of these. Boy, these have been kind of popular down in Clarke County. There's a lot of territory, and there's a lot of fire departments that have to get out as they battle these blazes that get out. Brush fires, grass fire, however you want to word it. Keeps the folks really busy there.
I got a message. Also, member of the Rat Pack, Peter Loran.
What'd he do? I don't know him.
He was part of it.
Did he open doors for him or something?
Must have.
I really.
But
I thought it was 4 members.
well, there was 4 main members, but then everybody else is coming up with some stuff, some other names that I wasn't real sure about. I guess they were mixed around with it. But the text message that I got, do you see who it's from?
No, hang on here. I can't read. All right, put that back up here. Oh, yes, I did see who that's from.
When he texts,
He's on medicine, isn't he?
it feels good. He needs a cigar, because I need to come. I just got some in not too long ago, so I've got one for you. But our good brother, our good friend, Clayton Cobbler, is back texting. So that means he's got his phone. John told me I couldn't text you because you didn't have your phone.
I'm getting texts from my wife about these flitters. I better.
You better save me one.
Peter Lorre and Joey Bishop. I don't know these people.
I don't either.
They had to be the limo drivers. Or
Door
mix the
opener
ice
uppers.
for Dean Martin.
Now that was true. Now let's see. James said, "Who can use the radar?" So the National Weather Service is going to use some of that data. Our office, I have direct connection with that data. But then, other than that, it will be a
People have to buy it.
a fee for service for anyone else that wants to buy it, whether it could be Radar Scope, that if you've got that on your phone, or Radar Omega, if they want to use that service, then they can buy that and put it with theirs. But
They have to make their money back some way.
yeah,
It's a large investment.
this was, over $1 million investment just like that, and over a 15-year, 20-year period, we're looking at probably could be $12 million that this thing is going to be out of their pocket. No local, state, or federal tax money went into this, not a dime. And Marion is recouping some money. They're getting paid rent to have this thing on top of their tower. So Marion as a whole is benefiting, but zero tax dollars.
That's good.
100% private investment into this upgrade. And that's a big key.
It is. Coming up, we're going to tell you what the jackpot is up to. We're going to buy us a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
On the way with Scotty Ray and Odie. The staff at the Little Griddle in downtown Marion would love to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Make plans to join the Griddle in 2024 for a great hamburger or anything you might need. Again, we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Little Griddle.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
We looked this up. Here's a picture of this, and I can't make this any bigger than it is, Odie, but there's the Rat Pack that we were talking about.
Yeah, and Joey Aikman, I mean, bam, he's on it. He puts on here, the Rat Pack was an informal group of entertainers, the second iteration of which ultimately made films and appearances together. Originated in the 40s. Let's see, it gets down to, all right, Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, Joey Bishop, and before falling out with Sinatra, Peter Langford. So I guess that was the 5 really.
But I just, the Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin was what is always stuck in my. I didn't even realize these other 2 guys existed there. Huh. They kind of ran Vegas. There's no doubt about it.
You got that right. Wow.
But there's the pictures here from Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
I can never say that word there. Frank, there you go. My kids make fun of me whenever I try to say that word. It just does not happen. As we mentioned, $572 million is what the lottery is back up to, Odie. We may have to spend about $5 and get us a ticket.
Gonna have to do that. Yep.
Pretty big deal there. Let's see here. Columbus guy got accused of kidnapping his girlfriend. Well, how you do that?
I don't know, but he must be asking for it.
He sure is. He's going to catch it there. Kosciuszko had a lady steal about $3,000 worth of merchandise from it. Man.
Wow.
They're looking for her, though. They'll probably find her before long.
They'll find her. That's too good of a picture.
Yeah, so we wish them luck with all of that. So what's happening else around the world? I ain't even going to read the rest of the story because I would not want to know. But this OWL system, artificial intelligence, they say that you can sit down and type in your information and it will have an 80% chance of telling you how long you will live. Would you do that? Would you want to know that?
I really don't know if I would or not, but for $5, I could do the same thing.
You can guess it?
Yeah.
Give me a hand.
Just tell me all your information. I need your credit card numbers, your birth date, all that. Give me all that. Send it to an email. And for $5, I can tell you when you die.
Well, there you go.
And if it gets into the wrong hands, come on. And if y'all believe that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they do not know, but that's the latest thing that's going to be out there. Y'all watch all of that.
And I'll tell you, and if y'all believe this, I got some land for sale. Ain't no lions escape from the Jackson Zoo and walking around the woods, okay?
Yeah, it ain't out
there. If y'all
there.
think they're going to escape, they ain't doing it during the wintertime. It's cold.
Yeah.
And they not from cold weather parts. So if y'all think that lion's out walking around looking for us to eat, please come see me. I got some land that you can buy.
Everything is good. One of those things.
Y'all click on this crap on Facebook and share this crap. And then Alibaba and Ahmed's got connections to your Facebook page. And now you just Messed up everybody on your friends list.
It's people trying to hack into your accounts.
Yes.
What it's after. So don't be sharing that. That's not true.
People aren't smart enough to know.
We thoroughly go through things before we post anything.
No lie.
We would have it here quick if it were true. With a picture of Odie running in front of it.
Do you think all these rednecks in Mississippi with a gun would let a line go? No. Every one of them's going, I'm going to get that.
I'm going hunting. I'll be back in a little bit, honey.
Y'all come on.
Tucker Carlson has sent out a warning. I just don't see this happening, number one. It was a rumor that Trump would take in Nikki Haley as his vice president. Tucker said, if you do that, I ain't voting for you.
You will, don't lie.
He said that she is pure poison.
I mean, I just don't think that would be his pick.
I don't either.
But, all right, who else you going to vote for, Tucker? You going to vote for
Joe?
Because of
Nikki?
Nikki? I mean...
We'll see what becomes of it there.
Yeah.
Now, there are so many polls out right now that it's hard to believe any of them. Some are saying that they'll try to convince you that Trump doesn't exist, that Nikki is better than he is. And then here's one here. I don't know. It says young voters are flipping to Trump now because they don't trust Biden.
Because they've lost money.
They have lost money. But is this poll any better than any other poll? I could not tell you. I do know that back in 2016, every poll that existed was wrong. No chance.
Yeah. And even the people who was reading it was wrong.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
So, y'all be ready. We had somebody found alive after falling 1,200 feet, Odie.
Wow.
Alive. A miracle. In the Olympic National Forest there. Congratulations on them.
You're lucky if somebody come along and found you.
Yeah. The only other one I can remember that survived something like this that sticks out in a big way was Hank Jr. If you remember, he fell off Apex Mountain.
Lost his eye.
That's why he's got them sunglasses. Major damage there. They said he'd never sing. A lot of things he overcame there. But falling is not a good thing there. We want to say thank you, Odie, as we've come to the end of our time.
Again, we got
that?
to do something. We're going to buy a network. So we're going to have multiple shows on.
Non-stop Odie.
You can't beat Odieism channel. And thank y'all for being with us, and we've enjoyed every moment. We'll be back in 23 hours. We love you, but there's no love like a father's love, like the love of our true Father, Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Invite him into your hearts today. Till then, we'll see you in the morning.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.